I have a question for Charlie, who he represents Red Bull Media House here. And just, I mean, this was, I think, kind of a gamble to go so big on such a large film. What do you guys think about the film, and how did you guys make the decision to greenlight this?
Well, I don't think we have any projects we've ever done that took 2.5 years. I think that with That's It, That's All, prior to this, it really set the stage for us as a company, as a goal to create a film that would transcend snowboarding. A lot about what Curt spoke about in terms of touching the mainstream, while also remaining true to the core. And with Curt, he was a little protective on some of the selections of the film that we were allowed to see until the very end. But that's part of the joys. But I think overall as a company, it's really exciting to see it come to life. We have a lot of faith in Brain Farm and our partners as well, but it's something that to see it come to life after so many hours and so many years, essentially, it's really special. But as a company, between Red Bull as a marketing arm for the energy drink, and us as a media company, Red Bull Media House, for everyone to come together, there's this massive global push in terms of trying to make this thing, come to life, and that's been really amazing to see from people who never even had anything to do with the film, and they're out there, working really hard and seeing something that really has truly made a difference. I made my mother, who is 66 years old, download it off of iTunes, and it took a while. She even rated it.
Oh, she was that 1-star rating, huh?
No. She had to give it.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the cliche I have. It's like I want my parents to appreciate these kinds of things. And my dad's 70, and he thought it was pretty cool. So I think that says a lot about it.
Yeah, and it was a cool kickoff for Media House because they're building a really epic distribution platform, and much bigger than just action sports. And for us to be kind of like a part of kicking that off is pretty rad, and the sales are just through the roof. And we beat X-Men for a couple days. We hit #1 on iTunes on film, documentary, and sports platform. And physical distribution has been very good. And we're going into corporate sale structure with Best Buy on November 15th. So, and then kind of rolling it up big on Black Friday. So we'll kind of see how that goes. But it's cool to see an action sports property, because I've made a lot of them, actually start to recoup very fast and to gain a mainstream audience very fast.
Well, congrats on that. Anyone else have any questions in the audience? Okay, back there.
You mentioned about Best Buy. Is that going to be an exclusive version of the Blu-ray, or? You said there was going to be something involving.
Well, they're doing a. Is this off now? I have a big voice, so they're doing a slightly different box for the film for Best Buy that kind of works for the mixing board died. Basically they're doing a slightly different box for mainstream. That's all that's really different about it. It's I believe that Best Buy has a windowed opportunity with the film, but it's they work on a kind of a refresh program. So we'll bring it into their market, and if it does well, they'll make it work for us, and it's a refresh. Exactly.
Yeah,
so
just so you know, our window strategy was go to the core retailers first with a very special Blu-ray DVD box, and then go to mainstream second. So the Best Buy is at that second stage, if you will.
Cool. Go ahead, sir. You might have to yell.
I was just curious. I mean, the marketing for this, I'm from Spy Post, and literally Carrie finished coloring the film, and we started seeing banner ads almost immediately. And I'm just curious what your marketing strategy was and who was responsible for it.
A lot of people. You know, our company obviously is built around a very robust marketing strategy. So we have a brand team, we have a communications team, we have an events team that was managing the tour, our moving images group working on the TV production. So a lot of meetings and a lot of coordination, a lot of hard dates that had to be hit down to the wire. And I think that's something that we all learned quite in detail in terms of getting this thing done.
Hey, Charlie, I think you're back.
We're back.
Hello.
There we go.
I think it's something everyone learned, you know, maybe the hard in post-production, doing this the way we did with Dolby, you know, we went right down to the wire on it. And we had a lot of dates that we had to hit. You weren't aware of that?
It's tough because we have a window with the core where, you know, all of the action sports films in the different genres come out in these windows. So with snowboarding, it all, you know, if you're on top of the game, it comes out early to mid-August, and then people kind of trickle in all the way up until Thanksgiving. And so to be at the forefront of that is really important. And our season ends in May, so think, you know, you can kind of do the math. The post window isn't very large. And for me to do like post throughout the entire film, you just get really bored with the segments you cut. So you kind of like just you want it to be fresh when you're cutting it, you know, as a whole. So there's a very small window to make that work. And then so you have your core window, and then you have your mainstream window, which opens up for the big box. And then there's, you know, we could also touch on I don't know, the 3D portion of the film. It's kind of a little bit of a secret right now, but like it's not that big of a secret. It's really not that big of a secret. Like we're going to be converting the film, and we've been doing some tests on it to convert it to 3D. And you know, I'll let Charlie speak on it a little bit. We have a really cool opportunity right now to do a conversion, which is in the past with a lot of films hasn't really worked out really well. And the conversions are getting so intensely amazing that, you know, we've had an opportunity to work with a partner that's making it possible for us to bring this film in 3D to the mainstream. And I'm not even 100% sure how we're going to deliver this, but right now we're just in the kind of the test phase. But it's truly amazing just to see the conversion processes that can be done. So.
Yeah, I mean, we can touch on the fact that, you know, we're working with a very credible partner, and we have some pretty high goals in terms of what's next for this. And we touched on the TV series, we touched on the 3D opportunity, and those are the types of things. I think it just accentuates the alignment that's needed in terms of these dates and our marketing team and out of home pieces and Travis's World of Red Bull spot and all of the things that had to be lined up, which is quite non-traditional for an action sports film in terms of having this type of machinery, if you will, to make sure things are done, you know, at the right time, the right way, and we get to the point where we hit the goals, we hit the expectations and our goals. So.
Cool. I think we have time for one more question out there if anyone has one. Okay, go ahead, sir.
Mark, do you think about your mortality when you're doing some of these stunts, or do you just have to put that out of your head?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you try not to think about that, and that's the toughest thing, is going out and looking at a line and saying, okay, this could avalanche, but I don't think it will, so I'm going to go out and charge it 110%, you know, because that's the hardest part, is being able to fully trust the line and trust your own judgment. So, I don't know. Yeah, I would say you think about it as much as anybody else does. I mean, we're, like Clark mentioned before, there's many safety strategies that we, you know, it might look like we're a little loose out there, but we're doing everything we can to be safe, and, you know, definitely want to come home every day, and it's you know, it can be scary out there for sure from time to time, but if you can use that fear and turn it around on the mountain, you know, then you got this film.
Yeah. But I'd like to thank all you guys for coming on. I think that was a pretty good way to end this.
Nice. The ender.
We have coffee and little snacks and treats out there for people to go enjoy. Yeah, and these guys come out and chat a little bit, maybe have some one-on-one conversations with them. And thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, we'll be around if you guys want to talk a little more. Thank you so much for coming out.
Yeah.